Welcome back. Those are some of the top stories we're tracking, of course, on Business Morning. The Securities and Exchange Commission and the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission signed a memorandum of understanding to pursue criminal proceedings against individuals at the domestic marketplace. 2017 is no longer business as usual. The Securities and Exchange Commission has decided that of course, things must go right. But still on talking about the state of the economy, but we're focusing on entrepreneurship now. The chairman of Tony Elumelu Foundation and a proponent of Africa Capitalism has said that entrepreneurship goes beyond funding to include training, mentorship and an enabling environment. Mr. Elumelu, whose foundation has endowed thousands of innovative ideas of entrepreneurship across Africa, was speaking in Davos, Switzerland at the 2017 World Economic Forum ending today.
The entrepreneurship ecosystem goes beyond financing of entrepreneurs. There's a lot. There's training, there's financing, there's mentoring. There's most importantly the issue of creating the enabling environment that will enable these entrepreneurs to succeed. All of us, our political leaders and private sector leaders, have to work together to make this possible, all this possible. Banks alone cannot solve the problem. And as you know, banks provide, it depends on the kind of banks. Commercial banks provide short-term loans. And the kind of money entrepreneurs need to start their business it's not what the commercial banks can give upfront. And that is why my foundation, for instance, the Tony Elumelu Foundation, we decided to set aside $100 million to help provide seed capital for the young African, but we realize that seed capital alone is not enough. Hence, we also do training. We train them for 12 weeks, and beyond training them for 12 weeks, we appoint mentors. We get mentors. We have over 400 mentors in our network who support these young Africans that we are helping to set up in life. So altogether, I would say that it goes beyond Davos. It's all about the future of Africa. It's all about what we as Africans have realized that we must do so that the continent is truly transformed. Number one thing that we all have to do is to make sure that we support our teeming population, especially the young one, the demographic. We have over 60% of our population are under the age of 30, 35. We must do something about this. And to me, the surest and easiest, so to speak, to do is to support entrepreneurs. Government should create the right environment for entrepreneurs to do well. People who are in doubt should provide resources to entrepreneurs. People who have the know-how and the experience should make it available to mentor and train these young entrepreneurs. Friends of Africa should help support the entrepreneurs so that together we can create the next generation of African leaders who help to transform the continent and not people who become perpetually dependent on handouts or others to succeed. I want to see a more prosperous Africa. I want to see an Africa that is able to feed itself. I want to see an Africa that is able to cater for our young ones. I want to see an Africa that is able to address the issue of unemployment that we have today, and even more unemployment that will come up in the future because of the way the population is growing. And I want to see an Africa that has significantly reduced poverty. And most importantly, an all-inclusive Africa that caters for children and is interested in including our women in the mainstream of our affairs. That is what I expect to see, not just in 2017, but going forward on the continent. The good news, I think there is a realization by all of us, private and public leaders, that the time has come to do this, and that if we fail to do this, it will spell disaster for all of us.
Tony Elumelu, the chairman, Tony Elumelu Foundation, talking about entrepreneurship and what needs to be done in 2017. Things need to be done a little bit different.